Why not? Let's go.
Good morning and welcome to Talk Tuesday. I hope your Tuesday morning is going well. We're at episode 30 of Why Not on December 8th, 2015. Good morning! Right. So when we talk about Talk Tuesday, the entire Why Not series is about helping you produce more and more optimal results in your life overall. And we discussed the fact that there's really three segments to producing results, right? Your process element, your self-management element or being a cause, and the middle element, which is your skill set and communication. We haven't talked a lot about that. So briefly this morning, I want to share with you, if you're doing all the right things and getting yourself to be a cause, and you're really modeling the right patterns and processes, let's say to build your business, to lead or manage, to run your household, your family, whatever you're attempting to do, then it may be a skill set challenge that you're facing. And this is an amazingly interesting area because what I find with most people is that people associate somehow the strength of their communication skills to something that is inherently them. So strength of their communication skills to something that's inherently them. I mean, there's a lot of ego involvement. So people have a challenge being self-aware, and they'll say things about their communication approach and say, well, that's just me. It's who I am. It's how I communicate. And I differ. And people don't say the same thing about their golf swing. They don't say the same thing about baking a cake. They don't say the same thing about their bench press, right? Those are all things that are enhanced when you focus on them, you look at them, and you develop them over time. And so communication skill set is the most inherently, amazingly important aspect of our success in our life, really, right? It's the most important skill that we have because who makes more money, right? Who's in a more powerful position of leadership? The most brilliant engineer in the world or the person who owns the company for which the most brilliant engineer in the world works for? Right? Who controls the world? The people who are the most effective and optimal communicators. The people that become elected, leaders and politicians. Unfortunately, there's not an integrity litmus test. It's their communication skill set that leads to persuasion influence to get them where they want to go. So today's title, very simply, is Why Not Agree? One little segment of our communication that I find amazingly interesting is the fact that people have this need inside to be right. So I'll hear people talking about different things, and all of a sudden, they'll be talking about something really important. They'll say, yeah, I heard this thing on the news on Tuesday. It's like, no, that was Monday. Like, no, it was Tuesday. No, it was Monday. And does it matter if it was Monday or Tuesday? Absolutely not. So why is it that we find our way to disagreeing about completely irrelevant, nonsensical details, dissipating our energy, frustrating ourselves, and we do it all the time? We can do it about who won the World Series in a certain year. Google's obviously changed a lot of this because we can check answers very, very quickly. But there's still this love that people have to debate and disagree. You go, well, that's just me. I like debating. Well, that's great. But do you like putting other people off? Do you? And rapport, the most important first step to all of our relationship development, is frequently completely destroyed when we find things to disagree about. So in a very simple point for today, and by the way, we could literally talk for 100 hours about communication models to build relationships, to move our relationships forward, to influence other people for positive concepts and good in amazingly powerful ways. But in the simplest, smallest point for today is, why not agree? Why don't we stop disagreeing about completely irrelevant, nonsensical things so we can become much more productive, maintain rapport at a much higher level, and be much happier, quite frankly. If it's something that you feel like having a little bit of fun and discussing and you have a different point of view, that's no problem. But I find that most people live their life finding things to disagree and correct other people about. Use your corrections cautiously and carefully. Find reasons to agree with people to build momentum. And really become self-aware about how frequently you're disagreeing out of your ego-driven need to be right. Do we need to be right? Or do we need to have the results, the outcome, the states of happiness, joy, connection, or rapport that we really want? Check your communication level and realize this, that anything you do, you learn to do. Maybe you saw your parents communicating that way. Maybe you find characters funny on a TV show. I find today's TV shows to be amazingly challenging. There's the Disney Channel, right? I see my kids when they're a little bit younger watching the Disney Channel a ton, and the people make fun of each other continuously, they correct each other continuously, and it's a pattern of behavior that is not at all effective for producing the results that people want in their life. So slow down and realize that what you're doing is not inherently you. It's a learned behavior that you picked up somewhere along the way, and make choices about your behavior, make choices about who you are, how you function, and why not agree. Have an awesome Talk Tuesday. Become self-aware in this point. Have a terrific day. Thanks.